From the producers of The Go Forward Plan and A Great Place to Work comes a story of high-flying proportions. It's Continental The Movie. For the last 4 years, the spotlight has been shining brightly on Continental. Whether we're taking care of our customers or each other, we're clearly in a league of our own. Continental continues to play a leading role on the aviation stage, thanks to all 50,500 of us working together under the Go Forward Plan. Just take a look at some of our recent credits. Fortune magazine names us as one of the 100 best companies to work for in America. For the third time in 4 years, Frequent Flyers rated us #1 in the annual J.D. Power Customer Satisfaction Survey. And because of your commitment to running a reliable operation, we again landed on the cover of the industry's leading monthly publication, Air Transport World.
Fly to win, take one.
It's evident your performance continues drawing rave reviews on the ground and in the air. And that hard work's paying off too, as Continental earned its 18th consecutive profitable quarter with 1999 third quarter net income of $110 million. In addition to setting new records for monthly load factors this summer, we successfully launched new international routes to Brussels, Zurich, Amsterdam, and Tel Aviv. Continental now offers more transatlantic flights from the New York area than any other carrier in history. Also, our Trans-Pacific service to Tokyo from Houston and Newark has far exceeded our expectations. Our Houston hub will add to its stature of offering more non-stop destinations to Latin America than any other U.S. carrier's hub when we start flying to Sao Paulo, Brazil in December. To further strengthen our commitment to Latin America, we applied for permission to fly between Newark and Buenos Aires, Argentina beginning next year. Cleveland became an international gateway for the first time as Continental launched the first ever non-stop service to London. Continental's network of destinations is growing even larger as we develop our alliances with Northwest Airlines, America West, and Copa Airlines. Now, our customers can enjoy more connections to even more destinations throughout the United States, Europe, and Latin America, as well as earn and redeem one-pass frequent flyer miles. Our scope of service has grown dramatically in the last 5 years. In 1994, customers could fly to just under 200 destinations. Today, it's nearly 400 cities worldwide.
Fund the future, take two.
Many of the destinations we fly to are being served by new Boeing aircraft. By the end of the year, Continental will have taken delivery of 58 Boeing 737s, 757s, and 777s. These new airplanes will drop our average domestic jet fleet age to just over 7.5 years, the lowest among major U.S. airlines. All of these airplanes are equipped with the items our customers want: larger overhead bins, personal entertainment units, and telephones. Furthermore, Continental has completed the financing for the Stage 3 Fleet Replacement Program begun in 1997. We've raised $4.5 billion to acquire 143 aircraft at an average interest rate of 6.93%. That's lower than you could get for a home mortgage. Beginning next year, we'll be adding the 767-200 and 767-400 airplanes into our fleet. These airplanes, along with the 777, will replace the DC-1030 and allow us to grow internationally, possibly to as many as 10 more European cities from Newark in the years ahead. Compared to the DC-1030, These newer jets cost $170 million less per year to operate on today's routes. Here's why. The 777 has 10 more seats in business first, more than 30 in coach, and has more cargo capacity, yet it costs a little less to operate than the DC-1030. A 767-400 is basically the same size, but with 14% less trip costs. Automatically, our profit margin increases 14%. The 767-200 has fewer seats, but 22% lower costs. In markets where we fly the DC-1030 and it's just a little too big, we replace it with the 767-200 and make 22% more money. Continental Express is getting younger too, as more RJs join the fleet, including the 37-seat ERJ-135, flying out of the Cleveland hub. With more than 50 regional jets flying today, and firm orders for 100 regional jets and options for 175 more, Continental Express is well on its way to becoming an all-jet operation. Currently, more than 50% of Continental Express's capacity is on jet. Many of these regional jets will be flying into new markets next year in the southeast United States and northern Mexico. The versatility of these aircraft allow us to capitalize on the strength of our hubs and make it difficult for our competitors to match this type of service. Facility improvements are another example of how the Go Forward plan is focused on making things better for our customers and ourselves. Cleveland's $92 million Concourse D opened its doors in May on time and under budget. This wide-open, customer-friendly terminal is conveniently connected by underground tunnel with Concourse C and can handle a variety of aircraft, from express jets to every jet in the Continental fleet. With Concourse D up and running, the second phase of Cleveland's construction is centered on Concourse C. This includes adding additional gates, refurbishing jet bridges, and upgrading terminal operations facilities. In Houston, the Terminal Link train connects customers with Terminals B and C. 2 ramp control towers help aircraft maneuver safely around the tarmac. And more than 80 ramp information display systems called RIDS have been installed in Houston and Newark. Other aspects of Houston's $200 million hub expansion include the new mail sort facility. The in-flight training center's renovation is on target for completion in December. Continental Express broke ground on a new simulator complex, and the 8,500-foot employee cafeteria on the basement level of the south end of Terminal C is scheduled to open in late December. Furthermore, we have plans to construct a new international facility at IAH within the next 5 years. Continental is teaming up with the Port Authority on a 5-year, $1 billion Newark Global Gateway program. We financed this with the largest municipal debt deal of its kind, and we did it at an average interest rate of only 6.4%. This expansion project in Newark calls for adding a third concourse to Terminal C with 12 wide-body gates, a customs and immigration facility, a centralized baggage room, and renovations to Terminal A. To reduce traffic congestion, the Port Authority will more than double the number of traffic lanes in front of Terminal C, increasing them from 6 to 15 lanes. In addition, they'll construct a 3,400 space parking garage. We also purchased the Allied Signal property to develop a new employee parking lot.
Make reliability a reality. Take 3.
Your commitment to deliver a consistent product every day earned us the #1 ranking in customer satisfaction on long-distance flights in the annual Frequent Flyer J.D. Power & Associates Airline Survey. We've now come in first or second place for the last 4 years. That's not pulp fiction, that's reality. In the survey, frequent flyers gave us high marks for check-in, on-time performance, food quality, and courtesy of our airport agents and flight attendants. To thank you for a job well done, Continental held Ice Cream Sunday power breaks for employees throughout the company. For the second year in a row, Condé Nast Traveler named Business First as the best transatlantic and trans-Pacific business class service. And in Fortune magazine's list of the world's most admired companies, Continental leapt to the second spot in the airline category, beating out perennial winners like British Airways, American Airlines, and United. Now we're getting global kudos for a job well done. What earns us these accolades is the way we always look to improve our product. Continental's leading the way to make it easier for customers to book a seat electronically. As a result of recent improvements, Continental.com passed the $100 million mark in online sales. And we launched e-service centers, updated airport self-service kiosks that'll be operating in more than 50 airports by the end of the year. 42% of Continental tickets sold today are e-tickets. Continental is also Y2K ready as all of our major critical computer applications, information technology hardware, and aircraft systems have successfully passed testing for the beginning of the new millennium. Furthermore, we were the first airline to complete a Y2K test flight, simulating a date change from December 31st, 1999 to January 1st, 2000. Meeting the Y2K challenge is one reason why Information Week magazine named Continental the best airline and one of the top 25 U.S. companies that are leaders and innovative users of technology. Since we're on the subject of Y2K, Continental and the City of New York are teaming up to celebrate the new millennium by having world-renowned artist Peter Max paint our next 777 in honor of New York City and NYC 2000.
Working together, take 4.
A major milestone for all of us in 1999 was recognition by Fortune magazine as one of the 100 best companies to work for in America. That's our Academy Award. Continental is a great place to work because when the company wins, we win. Here's just a few reasons why. 4 straight years of profit-sharing payments totaling $270 million. 8 more employees with perfect attendance drove home an Eddie Bauer Edition Ford Explorer. Since 1996, 55 sport utility vehicles have been awarded to Continental employees. The company paid a double on-time bonus for September, as our on-time performance for the month was a hurricane-adjusted 81%. Eligible employees received a $130 bonus payment in their mid-October paycheck. Continental's commitment to pay all employee groups industry standard wages by the end of 2000 continues, as more than 20,000 co-workers received market pay increases in July. Continental Express mechanics signed a new 4-year labor contract, and we're currently in negotiations with our flight attendants for a new agreement as well. Just like our pilots, field services employees, mechanics, reservations agents, and all other employee groups who receive fair compensation packages, our flight attendants will receive a fair deal too. No airline loves their flight attendants more than Continental. Although healthcare costs will increase by $10 million in 2000, the company will absorb the entire amount, not employees. And because you asked, we're adding more 401k personal retirement investment options. In addition to T. Rowe Price, we'll be adding the Janus and Fidelity family of funds, providing you with even more choices. You know, Continental really is a great place to work. Like we've said time and again, when Continental wins, everybody wins. And we know Continental only wins when you win. That's the benefit of working together. And that's not going to change. Now more than ever, it's going to be important for all of us to stick together. Although we continue to outperform the industry in many areas, there are some issues that are negatively impacting our 1999 bottom line and will affect us next year as well. First, the cost of fuel has skyrocketed dramatically. Crude oil prices have increased over 100% in the last 6 months. Oil has gone from around $11 per barrel earlier this year to as high as $24 per barrel recently. Every $1 increase in the price of a barrel of oil costs Continental approximately $40 million. As a result of this and other economic challenges, 1999 profits could be down by over $200 million. Thanks to our fuel management team, what we pay for fuel has been less than many of our competitors. However, due to domestic capacity increases, we can't fully offset the rise in fuel costs with increased fares. This is a real challenge, not only for Continental, but the entire industry. Secondly, no one has to tell you how full our terminals and airplanes have been. However, even with record loads, our average fare is down. Domestic industry capacity grew 6% during the summer after growing less than 1% last year. We face a similar overcapacity situation in some European markets too. Consequently, we're going to take the appropriate steps to manage our European capacity, such as adjusting the aircraft size in select European cities, seasonally reducing service in some markets by day of week, and leveling off our European service by not adding any new markets in 2000. Furthermore, all of us are frustrated over operational delays caused by an outdated air traffic control system that even the FAA admits needs overhauling. And when you add severe weather to the mix, it compounds everyone's concerns whether the problem will ever get fixed. Despite your outstanding effort to get us back on schedule less than 24 hours after Hurricane Floyd plowed through the East Coast, the impact of the storm forced us to cancel more than 700 flights and will cost Continental approximately $15 million. Clearly, we're facing some challenges. But unlike the past, we won't be bleeding red ink. We'll still make money, but not quite as much. We'll still have profit sharing, but probably not as much. This past February, we handed out $73 million in profit sharing, about 6.7% of your annual pay. Next year, we estimate we'll share approximately $56 million, about 4.1% of your higher pay. So what do we do? Keep working together. Over the past few years, we've proven there isn't a challenge we can't overcome. Everybody knows we have the right airplanes, the right markets, the right facilities, the right financial resources, and most of all, the right people. Bottom line, we have the best airline in the world. Continental. Work hard, fly right.